Good afternoon, everyone. It's Bill here with this week's edition of Tuesday Tips. I hope you're having a good week and that things are going well for you. Um, Wanted to talk today about a subject that over the next month we're going to hear a lot about. And that's because in the month of November, we tend to think about gratitude and um, thankfulness, right? With Thanksgiving being in a holiday in November, and everyone just seems to focus on that a little bit more, right? The being thankful for what you have, gratitude, things of that nature. And it's great that in November we tend to think more about that, right? So, certainly nothing wrong with that. I think it would be a challenge to all of us, myself included, if we would try to be a little bit more thankful and um, gracious and gratitude for things um, all the time, right? When we're thankful for things we have and um, things we, sometimes take for granted. But it would be great if all year long we could do that. But unfortunately, as Americans and as people, we get busy and our lives take over and we have to work and we have to do this. And so a lot of times that thankfulness feeling and everything kind of goes out the window, right? So I'm appreciative that in the month of November, we tend to focus more on that, right? So that's good. And that's not what this Tuesday tip is about. What I wanted to do was take a little bit different angle on thankfulness and gratitude. And where do you take it from there? And that's what I kind of want to talk about 5 minutes about today. So, we are thankful for things, right? We're thankful for our health. We're thankful for our family, for our job, for people that are important to us in our lives, our religion, our friends, our relatives. There's a wealth of things that that we are and are thankful for. But what is the next step of gratitude? And that's what I want to talk about today. And since this is for Dynamis Learning Academy, and since we are a full service tutoring company that advocates for your child in education, I'm going to give it an educational slant and maybe hopefully motivate you a little bit more in terms of using your gratitude and thankfulness. So this month, it's November. A lot of students I know that I'm tutoring are at the end or near the end of their semesters. That'll be coming up, if not now, you know, probably right before Christmas. So um, now, as you think about it, and you're thinking about what you're thankful for and um, what you would like to show gratitude toward, take another step. And so now, when you say, I'm thankful for my child and the job he's doing in school, or I'm thankful for my family, or uh, whatever. Use that thankfulness then to try to come to peace even more and start thinking about goals that you can set for next year or right before the holidays. Like if you're thankful for something with your child's education, now's a good time to think, okay, how could we set some more goals? How could we maybe make his education even better than it is? And maybe improve even more than what we've done in the past. Or if it's a time where maybe your child is struggling, although you're thankful for your child, thankful for his hard work or her hard work and for what they may be doing, now's the time that while thankful, to be motivated to really seek out even more to be thankful for and to set goals that would bring more happiness, more thankfulness to you and your family and help the education of your child. What's wrong with that? Right? Like it's like if you're thankful, you can come to a peace about it. But why not strive for more and strive to do better? And so I just wanted to take that little bit different slant on it today. It's certainly not anything you have to do. And certainly being grateful and thankful is something that is all good, right? You don't need to take it any further. But I just think if we can be thankful, but then use that to really motivate us more to do something better, more goal oriented in the future. And with the first of the year coming around, what better time to do it, right? The holidays, you're going to be seeing family. What better time to set some goals for yourself, for your child, for anyone that's important to you to do even better and be even happier? I know there's a podcast that I listen to sometimes, put out by Dan Harris, that used to be with Good Morning America and with ABC News. It's like, I believe the title of it is like 10% happier. Like, what could you do through your thankfulness and through your gratitude? What could you do to make yourself 10% happier in the coming year? Or what could you do for your child to make him 10% more successful with his education and how he's performing in school or she's performing in school? What's 10% more you could do to develop a relationship with his school, with other people that can help him? And in our case, what's 10% more we could do to help you, right? As tutors, as advocates for your child's education, what's something we could do to make it even better for your child? So it just, like I say, I just started thinking about it and I was trying to decide on what I wanted to speak about today. And it just hit me that, you know, as with anything, we often tend to do kind of what it is and that's it, right? In fact, you know, at the first of the year, you won't hear as much about thankfulness and gratitude, right? And you'll hear more about goal setting and New Year's objectives. But use the peace, the mindfulness, the thankfulness you feel in November to help motivate you more. I think if we do that, I think you aren't just like separating things on an island where you're thankful for this one particular time, one time, and then in a month or so, you're going to set some New Year's Eve resolutions or things like that that may or may not be related to what you were thinking about in November. So let's correlate the two. Let's really show that the thankfulness and the gratitude we feel can spur us on to even more. Uh, I'll be honest, that's a challenge to me, right? Like, um, oftentimes when I'm talking about a topic, um, I'm talking to myself as well, right? Because sometimes it's hard. It's hard when things happen in life and things aren't going as you want them to go. Um, it's hard to be thankful, first of all, but then it's even more difficult on top of that to use that thankfulness and make things better and spur yourself on, or whatever the case may be, to do more. So, um, I'm glad the camera's looking at me because I'm talking to myself today as much as I'm talking to you. And I hope that it'll help you kind of spur yourself on to more things, right? You probably can tell I'm a little bit emotional today, but I'm dealing with something with my dog, and it's hard. It's very hard. And, I'm thankful, very thankful for my dog and thankful for what we've had for 13 and so years, right? And so I'm trying to focus on that so that as we are going through more difficult times and things that are unknown, that we don't know what's going to happen, you approach it with a sense of gratitude and thankfulness for what you have. So, sorry, I'll try to laugh and be back to normal here, right? But those are the reasons I talked about what I did today. And so I hope you'll use it and use it to grow and make yourself a better person. I want to make myself a better person. And I want to use what I can and the thankfulness and the greatness of life and what it's given me, that I can spur myself on to give it to others, volunteer, give back to others, right? There's a lot of ways to make yourself show your thankfulness and spur you on to more. So I hope everyone has a great day. And I hope this has helped you think about maybe something with gratitude that you hadn't thought about before. I think I'm going to be writing a blog. I spoke with Helen a couple days ago. I think I'm going to be writing a blog about this topic uh, in a couple weeks for our blogs on our website. I know Helen just wrote a wonderful blog about gratitude and ways to show gratitude, right? Like, and thankfulness, whether it be through a gratitude journal or note cards or cards you send to people just to let them know you're thinking about them, right? Those are all great things that kind of what led me on to what I'm talking about today. We do it in November, right? Let's do it all year long. Let's let people know how much they mean to us. And I think we'll all feel better in the end if that happens, right? So I hope everyone has a great day. And uh, we'll be back next week with another topic. And but just continue to go out there and show your thankfulness, show your gratitude, and spur yourself on. Do something to make you feel even better, or make you improve just a little more, or make your child improve a little more, or help your child a little more with his education. We love doing that at Dynamis. That's why we're here. Nothing makes us happier than to see a child succeed and be successful, right? So, all right, everybody, take care, and I'll see you next week.